Assalamu alaikum. Don't adjust your sets. This is not another edition of Rolling with Rashid. This is Ear to the Streets. We've been invited to Akbar Hall, located in Brooklyn, New York. This is the third annual award show, where tonight we're going to have some awards given, we're going to have some performances, we're going to have some interviews with performers. So we want you to check it out and really see how the entertainment world floats around when the Muslims get down. And there's no ookie spooky thing about it. We here to have fun, have a good time. So inshallah, kick back, relax, throw some popcorn up in the microwave, get your sodas and everything ready, because we about to have a good time. This episode, Barakat's Volume 2. Let's go inside.
This is the M2M story, a convert story, a Muslim story.
Yeah, you can stand up for this one. Come on. No African man, I really like the way you stand. I really like the way you fight for me and our families. No African man, I really like the way you can relate to every single part of me. You make my heart sing. No African man, I feel you and I understand. Yeah, how it is for you, what you're going through, and I just want
Assalamualaikum. We're here with Sister Zaima. You've heard her music everywhere. You heard that at the conventions. You heard it on the Islamic mixtapes. You heard of this everywhere. But we finally got a chance to catch up to her, so you can get a few words from Zaima about Zaima and her music. Assalamualaikum.
Alaikum salam. How are you?
You're doing fine, alhamdulillah. We just performed. Everybody loved you. How does it feel to be home and get this kind of response?
You know what? It feels really good because this is the community that I started performing in. When I began singing and songwriting, to taking myself seriously, I first came here for like an Eid or an open mic or something like that, and I got such a warm welcome and a warm reception for my music that encouraged me, and it kind of stoked the fire for my success in a way today, you know, and when I say success, I mean really, really pushing my music, believing in myself, and wanting to get out conscious music, not just in the Muslim community, not just in the Islamic world, but everyday radio stations. We need to have conscious music on the airwaves.
Alhamdulillah. This is one of our other fine, talented sisters that show that sisters can't get out there and start to sing, and ain't nothing wrong with it. We need to get out here and we need to get this message out there to our youth and our children. We thank you, Zaima, for the interview, and we're going to see you, inshallah, once again.
Absolutely, and I look forward to doing the Barakat's music video.
you carry a burden so big. You see, I wonder
Assalamualaikum. We're here at Master Khalifa at I believe it's the third annual awards ceremony. We're here with our brother who has received an award tonight for his instruments and his wonderful music, Brother Dawood, who's also at Al-Islam in America. He's our counterpart doing the board, so you know he's a very talented brother. Just want to get a quick interview with him. Brother, just explain to us, Brother Kringle, about what you do.
Assalamu alaikum, and to everybody watching this. I am a musician. I play the sitar, the Indian sitar, and I also play guitar, bass, and a few other instruments. I'm also a composer, producer, performer, improviser, and audio engineer, and writer and poet.
Okay, now for the people who aren't too familiar with the sitar, what kind of instrument is that?
It's an instrument from the classical tradition of India. It was invented in India 700 years ago when Islam was starting to become strong in India, and Persians and Indians were trading ideas back and forth. And one of the Persians who emigrated to India, a man named Amir Khusro, came up with the design for the sitar, and it was essentially it is culturally a Muslim instrument, despite the misconception that it's a Hindu instrument, which it is not. And it's been evolving and contributing to music and culture ever since, and that evolution is continuing. And inshallah, I wanted to do what I could to contribute to that growth.
Alhamdulillah. You heard it straight from the Sheikh, see? The Sheikh know all the information, he just shared it from you, you know, about the original instrument from Islam. Sound like we're back again with one of our other sheikhs of the music world, you know, because we got all these sheikhs right here putting you thought that it was something new that we doing with the Islamic showcase now. It started with these brothers right here with the Alhamdulillah. So, brother, tell us about your music there.
Well, alhamdulillah, you know, I started doing the Islamic music about maybe 20 years ago. I always had the ability to sing, but I never really took it serious until the year of 1986. And I was fortunate, you know, to write my first song, which is Assalamu alaikum to you by the will and by the, you know, permission of Allah. So I'm quite thrilled, you know, with things that is, you know, happening for me right now. You know, so I'm thankful to Allah for everything that Allah has given me. It all goes to Allah, not Muhammad.
Well, you know, we have to make sure once Allah gives us that blessings, we make sure we bring it out in the best of ways. So, you know, alhamdulillah, you're able to do that.
I mean,
and give us, the young folks,
I mean,
the look, and so what we should be doing, how we should be striving.
So, like I said, it's all in the cut of Allah, you know what I mean? And I'm just thankful to Allah for the opportunity to do what I do.
Any words of wisdom for the other artists or the younger brothers that are following your footsteps?
Well, the only thing that I can say is that, you know, if you have a gift, and if you cultivate that gift, you know, and give your du'as and pray to Allah to elevate you, you know, to push you forward in what you're doing, you know, with a sincere heart, Allah will open up doors for you. You know, my comment to them is don't give up, though. Don't give up. You know, it took me almost 20 years and I'm here. You see what I'm saying? You know, and I'm saying, okay, I really struggled, but look where I'm at. I'm here because Allah tests me with everything, you know, that Allah tests the human being with everything that He given. You see what I'm saying? So I truly been tested with this. So I'm just thankful to Allah for, you know, now everything is beginning to come together. You know.
We're here with Sheikh Muhammad, and we're going to be seeing more of this brother, alhamdulillah.
Thank you. Assalamu alaikum.
I want to thank Allah for this beautiful opportunity, for the love He has placed within my heart, to be able to come before you and share words of honor, love, dignity, peace, respect, gratitude, happiness.
This award goes to a brother that I watched grow up here. A lot of us watched him grow up. And he's really doing some positive things. He was part of the Teen Peer Support Group in the earlier years, and he went on to host the radio, part of the radio show, Al-Islam in America. He also has a magazine, a DVD called Barakat. See, I have my person over here helping me out. I usually have a person helping me, but she had to go out of town this year, so I'm up here by myself doing it. Sister Karima Medina. Oh, she got another name, right? Bilal. Yes, she got married again. Alhamdulillah. Maybe that's why she's out of town. She's had a lot of free time for a moment. But you know, when you get married, that's what happens. But anyway, Brother Rashid Hafiz never says no. Whenever you need him, whenever you ask him, call upon him, whenever he sees something needs to be done, he is there. And I remember he was part of the youth that used to do the first Saturday of every month on Al-Islam in America. And these teams, and quite a few of them are here, they're kind of old now. They're getting old, I'm getting younger. But we would meet at 2 o'clock in the morning. And I mean, they would be there in the snow, in the rain, in whatever it was, they were there. They were committed. And he shows who he is and what he does. Brother Rashid Hafiz, come on up. I'm proud to give this award. And at the convention, you can always see him in the fashion show. Mr.
review of his beautiful name. I want y'all to listen. Think about it. Fashion the creator, majestic, the compeller, the mighty.
So we back here again, doing another interview with another one of my brothers, you know, just be outstanding. He just be out there. I know y'all remember him from each edition of our interviews, Brother Shaheed. You know, he's just another one of our pioneers who's helped establish this music game here for us. And we just taking it to another step, another level. I didn't start this. I think I started it. Look, I learned from the best. They left breadcrumbs. So I'm gonna let him tell the breadcrumbs he done left, so I can pick up and eat a little bit. So
shout out to all the believers, Imam Muhammad, all the leaders in the community in Brooklyn, Imam Madiba, local master here, Khalifa, imams in Harlem and all above Queens, all the boroughs, and every state after that. With Allah's name, I'm thankful, man, again, to be part of this, man. I love Barakat's video magazine. This is our cultural night, the 3rd annual cultural night. And again, it's just been like one more step closer to bringing and replacing the fitna or the confusion that's in music today and having something we can call our own. So I'm happy to be here one more time.
Inshallah, alhamdulillah. You know, it's a pleasure to have such positiveness around that we can all learn from. Any suggestions or any comments you can give to people who are unable to be here, who may be watching this at this present time?
Well, I guess one of the main things is to tie into if you know a Muslim who is tied into a community, who's active in the community, find out what the community is doing. As far as the entertainment aspect goes, there are so many artists, including myself, that have taken music to another level. There are messages in our music that we have that call people to what God would have us do. It's not just Islamic, but it is universal in the sense of dealing with just the oneness and how we treat each other. I think that more so than anything, I would say that try to be the best example that you can be in whatever it is that you do, and God will bless you, you know, and whatever that is, whether it's singing or teaching or being a builder or a family person, mother, good son, good father, good wife, good daughter.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, La ilaha illallah, Allah. Choose that name, and if you got a name, we want you to live up to that name. Help somebody, guide them to the right path. Woo!
So, we're here with the showstopper, the magnificent Sister Sawar. You see this? That's what I mean, the beauty that's on stage with the sound. And Sister be hooking it up. We're going to let her say a few things and let her go back to what her duties are. Because, you know, she got like 100 jobs, you know. We don't find too many sisters like that. Maybe that's why I'm still single. I don't know. Ain't too many sisters like that no more. I don't know what time it is, you know. I got to get on with it. But Sister Sawar, sound like
you don't have to be single. Alaikum assalam.
Just tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, well, I'm doing it. I've been doing this down in this community for 31 plus years, you know, and our goal was that we would keep the culture alive. We didn't want to, like I said, I had a record deal, you know, when I was young out there in the world, but when I became Muslim, I decided that we wanted to change things. So Allah has blessed us through Imam W.D. Muhammad. I use his language, and Allah has blessed me over the years to do what I do. Yes, alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. We just want to thank you for your input and for your charitable work in the community with your music, for inspiring us young people to do the things that we do, and hopefully, inshallah, we can get you on our Islamic mixtapes. That's hard, because every time I go somewhere, your seat is always so loud.
Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. You know, I'm thankful to the youth because, you know, I know you all are bringing up the rear. And what we want to do is we want to still, until Allah tells us it's enough, but what we do, we want you all to come right up underneath us and do whatever you do. Take it to the next level, because that's what it's all about. So we appreciate you very much, and we're looking forward to doing work with you. Absolutely, because that's what it is. That's what time it is now for our youth to really go out now. Imam Muhammad was telling us that his leadership represented that we were in like a little containment, but now it is time for us to now go out into the world. and establish ourselves. So you all are going to be most helpful in that. So we laid the foundation. Now it's time for y'all to go on and pick it on up from there. Alhamdulillah.
Thank you for speaking.
So I look forward to working with you.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum. We're here with Imam Baki, one of our founding fathers, our great sheikh, and Alice on America. I know you've heard of it. This is the brother who just really started it off. He's doing a great job. We want to just give him a time to give the greetings and say what he has to say to our general audience. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam rahmatullah barakatuh. Brother Rashid, you've come a long, long way from the radio broadcast. Now you're interviewing people all over the world, and I've heard about the great work you've done. I actually saw it just recently on the screen, and I can say that alhamdulillah for the leadership that we have, young leadership, up and coming, and Rashid, may Allah continue to bless you and your family for the great work that you're doing, making certain that this information gets out to our public about what we are doing here in America with Al-Islam, the real Al-Islam, you know what I'm saying, not radical Islam or you know, all of these other adjectives to describe this great religion. Mostly the things that are misunderstood as African Americans in particular, and this great religion that we love, Al-Islam. So tune in, WPAT 930 on the AM side of your dial each and every Saturday morning from 4 a.m. to 6 a.m. and hear the real deal.
Assalamu alaikum. I am back, alhamdulillah, and I have in studio with me at this time to address the commercial we just heard for Barakats is Brother Abdul Malik. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, brother.
Now we were, I'm sure that you was listening on your way in, and just tell us a little something about Barakats.
Barakats.
What is Barakats?
Well, you know, it's a derivative or throw off from barakah, you know, the Arabic word for blessings and prosperity. So, you know, we just thought of a way of you know, just doing something to possibly, you know, fight, you know, what's going on out there, fight media with media, you know, and, you know, at one time, you know, myself and you, my partner, we're just tired of, you know, the rhetoric or things that are being said about Muslims and, you know, that are not true, and, you know, nothing's being done. So we just thought of another avenue, another way to, you know, bring the media and bring the message and the dawah to the people, you know, in a different.
Assalamu alaikum. At this time, I'd like to formally introduce myself. My name is Sifu Shabazz Abdul Ali Muhammad. I was introduced to martial arts at the early age of 8. A brother named Ali Muhammad, my father introduced him to me, and from there I always studied and loved the martial arts. At this time, I'm studying the Shaolin Kung Fu. My school is 13 styles of Shaolin Kung Fu. My teacher is Grandmaster Shaolin Priest Cowley Lung. And he has a title in regards to Shaolin Priest Cowley Lung because he said the monk, when he was in the temple, always called him a priest. That's how and why he was called Shaolin Priest Cowley Lung. This is the name in which the priest gave him, you know, his little nickname, what have you. But I've studied a variety of different arts, and one of the arts that stuck to me was Shaolin Kung Fu. I've boxed for many years. I've won many titles in boxing, you know, the Junior Olympics, Empire State Games, variety of tournaments. I just never actually went to the Golden Gloves.
Please, do not try that at home.
So I've been boxing for quite some time, and mixing it up with the variety of different martial arts, and but to move forward a little bit, when I first met Shaolin priest Cowley Lung, it was fun at a security meeting, and at first, you know, I scanned the area to see some of the people that was around, and for some reason, I glanced at this individual who was Grandmaster Cowley Lung, and I said to myself, not out loud, I said, "Why they got this old man in here?" You know, for some reason, it just stuck to me. I said, were they desperate or something? You know. But from that day, you know, when I met Grandmaster Shaolin priest Cowley Lung, I've been a closed-door student of his, and the things that he's taught me, phenomenal. And I say he's one of the greatest martial artists that I have ever met. And I've met many grandmasters, professors of all aspects, you understand, of martial arts. You know, I don't necessarily, although I'm learning Shaolin Kung Fu, he always taught me never get caught up into titles. You know, I prefer Shaolin Kung Fu because, you know, a lot of people nowadays, a lot of professors, they're coming out with their own systems. They're mixing things together and calling it, you know, whatever. But there's no need in regards to Shaolin Kung Fu, because you have so many different disciplines, different arts within it. You know, we can play games with names all day, but the reality is the art in itself. You know, I always use a pie, for example. You know, within that pie you have several different slices of pie, so you would equate that to different disciplines, and within that different disciplines you give that piece of pie to your pupils, and they spread throughout the world. You know, and then in turn they learn something else. They call it whatever they want to call it. So the art in whole, irrespective of you learning judo, jiu-jitsu, karate, you understand, some of the Asian arts, it doesn't matter. It all go hand in hand. Assalamu alaikum. This is Sifu Shabazz Abdul Ali Muhammad. Today I'm going to give you something simple, something that the common man can do to overcome a predator or anybody, you understand, that's attempting to get you in some type of a chokehold, bear hug, or arm lock, inshallah. First, before they even get you, you need to take your chin, put it down to your chest, top of your chest. It needs to be in your chest. Let them choke you. Take your left leg, put it in back. Just take some more balance. Something simple. The easiest way to get out of a chokehold. You don't have to necessarily keep fighting. After you get out of it, you keep it moving. I'm not using no strength. Just raise your arm, depending on whatever way you want to run. You go this way, or you go this way. Go. And keep it moving. It's simple. I'm not using no strength at all. The harder he grab you, the harder his wrist is going to hurt him. It don't matter. The stronger they are, the harder it's going to be on them. Go. Something simple. Go. You know, you grab a sister's arm, she don't have time to be tussling. You grab her, she keep it moving. Either which way, it don't matter. You grab her, you know, for this particular way he grabbing me, you grab her arm, she want to get out, you just take your elbow and keep it moving. Resist though, resist. Like you know, it's just a little, you know, a little lighter. Resist. Keep it moving. No, this way. Most people grab this way where their thumb is on the forearm this way. Just raise it up as if you're looking in the mirror, just like this. So, see how you're off balance? Just raise your hand up. Look at the palm of your hand as you're looking at a mirror. He's going to let go automatically. I don't care how strong he is. Just raise your arm up. That's it. He's going to let go. Easy. From the back, the same way, the choke, same way. Simple. Either way, you can keep running. You don't have to fight. Just keep it moving. This is the way how you get away. You ain't trying to fight and tussle with nobody. As we conclude this session of Barakats, I think of Imam Rasul. And what comes to mind is a motivator. Not just any motivator, but a youth motivator. Imam Rasul was one who dedicated his time, his energy, and his resources for our youth. We have to understand that our youth are our future. It is our human obligation to positively motivate our youth towards success. Because if you realize it or not, the youth are the ones who will take over, if we like it or not. Us,